Welcome to Bedford County Sports Talk Live. Hosted by David Thomas, Bill Anderson, Kenny Parker, and Jason Boyette. Brought to you by First Bank and Kincaid Service Company. Let's get ready to talk some sports. Here are your hosts, David, Bill, Kenny, and Jason.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Bedford County Sports Live. I'm Bill Anderson, Jason Boyette, Kenny Parker. David's behind the mic. Guys, we got a special guest today.
Yeah, the head softball coach of the Cascade Lady Champions, Miss softball coach, basketball coach. She does it all.
You doing both?
No, she's done. I'm just messing. I asked her that a while ago. She said no. But
that's multi-coaching, not just multi. You know, we got multi-sport athletes. We're doing multi-coaching here.
I did my first 2 years, but no.
Jenny DeMumbria, glad to have you.
Thanks.
Great to have you. We want to thank our sponsors, First Bank, right here in Shelbyville. The show wouldn't be possible. Longtime sponsor and
Kincaid
Service
Company.
Let's hear from them. We'll be right back.
At Kincaid Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid has everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
Welcome back in Bedford County Sports Live. All right, we're going to do some trivia today, guys and gals. Y'all
All
ready?
Let's get it going.
All right, the first one is NFL. When is the last time an opponent shut out their opponent twice in one season? Meaning you played the same team twice, so it's got to be interdivisional, and you shut out the team 2 times. Because the Tennessee Titans have a chance for this to happen on Sunday when they play the Houston Texans. Because they got shut out the first time, they get shut out this time. There you go.
Bill,
You're on the receiving end.
Hey,
You're
Bill
wearing their
Bill
colors.
is
I'm
a
telling you.
real Titan fan.
I'm a realist, but I do have my Stephen Bobo Vanderbilt Commodores cap on that I know Jason Boyette appreciates. All right, second
great.
trivia
Looks
question.
great.
Second trivia question. In 1981, the great Willie Gault
Running
Had
all
the-
the way back to the state capitol.
had the most kickoff returns in Tennessee history against USC, Southern California Trojans. How many did he have? How many
3.
total kick returns?
3.
That's a good guess, but we're gonna let him guess out here, and that's the most in history.
Oh,
All right, let's talk Cascade a minute.
all right. Let's go girls basketball with Coach DeMumbria. Coach, excited?
I'm excited, a little nervous. This year just feels so different for me. I graduated 3 girls last year from my core group that I've had for 3 years. So a little bit of a different dynamic we got going on this year. So,
Coach, what kind of schedule you got set up for you this year?
well, we start off with Franklin County, which obviously they're a 3A. So, or no, they're 4A now.
Right.
And we're 2A. So obviously we're going to start off pretty tough there. But, you know, our district is pretty rough in itself. We have Loretto this year and we have Summertown this year.
Yeah, made things easier for you, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. The travel. I can't wait to
Oh, yeah.
schedule the bus for that.
And I can't wait to provide the bus.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting in itself. We've had them in our region the last 2 years, so we're a little bit knowledgeable about them. But I mean, we play the norms of Moore County and Fayetteville City, and just the people that are around us, because it's tough to get 2A teams that are around us because there's very few because of how spread out we are. So we try to pick the best of the 1As that are around us, and then we try to get some 3As in there too.
Tell us the region real quick of who all's in your region.
So our region or our district?
District.
Okay, so our district this year for the next 2 years is Cascade Community Forest, and then we add Loretto and Summertown.
Mercy.
And
So we
got-
lost Grundy and we lost Cannon.
lost Grand
All right. Now the region that you set up with would be
Yeah,
what?
the region that the five of us set up with is Hickman County, East Hickman, Decatur Riverside, and
Oh, no.
Lewis County. Yeah.
Decatur Riverside. That's a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Pretty
only,
good
I
job.
think that they're not allowed because of the distance, they're not allowed to host the region. So our region will actually be in Hickman County this year. So Cascade will host the district, and then our region tournament will be there.
All right,
So-
Coach. What are we doing offensively, defensively with the girls?
Oh, it's going to be so much different than I have had in the past. We have shot a lot of threes in the preseason, and my girls have worked really hard on that. I've got a lot of girls that can slice and dice too. So we're really going to hound on those threes and then try to get to the rim as much as possible. This past week, we've had a great practice, and we're starting to see some of that come into play of making good reads when you're attacking in instead of forcing those little bunnies and stuff. So that's really what we're going to run with. We're going to try and run and gun and try our best to knock down some threes.
All right. We're going to run a zone defense mostly, or we're going to.
No, we're too small for a zone defense.
Okay.
That's something that I've struggled with for 4 years.
Right.
I don't have a solid post player, so it makes it pretty difficult. So we're going to go with straight man. We have a little bit of some what I would call crazy defense that we're going to throw out there, and it just really makes you speed up a little bit, but we're really going to just try get out there and get in front of you, push you off your screens, double if we can, shoot gaps. I got a lot of girls, Lizzie Kill and Kagan Young and Lexi Comstock. They do a great job of making that second read of where the pass is going. So just anticipating where we are. And I think that I've finally got the crew that I need to pick
Right.
up the pace. So
got some very athletic young ladies playing this year.
Yeah.
Got a really good girl coming back, young.
Kagan Young.
Kagan, a Parker girl. She's not
Caroline.
related to me. Comstock.
I thought all Parkers were related.
We may be, but,
Hey, I've learned that too. Like there's so many different avenues
Right.
for that one.
but you've got a lot of girls. I think, I don't know. I'm not the coach. Can contribute.
Oh yeah. I think that this is the deepest that we've had in our
Mhm.
bench. I only have 2 seniors. Kagan Young, who has signed to go to UT Southern. She's about 20 points away from 1,000 points. And I say that and I get so nervous with it because I don't want to jinx her. I don't want
She
anything
don't have
crazy to
20 points.
happen.
We're gonna get 20 points.
Yeah,
I
she
just
don't
don't want
have
anything
20.
crazy to happen.
Probably next week.
And then Susanna Cruz, she is coming back from her ACL.
Mhm,
She gives us a more of an inside game than we had in the past.
mhm.
And then Caroline Parker, that's my junior. And this year, I'm riding with her as my point guard. She does a great job of making the flow of the game go a little bit better than it would if she was off the court. And then I have 6 sophomores.
Oh, that's good.
And I have 6 sophomores that can contribute. And
Mhm.
the first one is Lizzie Keel in our district finals games last year. I think she had 26 points.
She had a really
Yeah.
good year. She really came on last
Yeah.
year.
And she had an even better summer.
I know.
This summer she had a great round of the basketball circuit with AAU. Super proud of her for that. And I think it's just really developed her game. So
I know.
5 years ago, the elementary league started,
yes.
and you were one of the
I was
initial
the
coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're finally about to start getting to where those girls are going to start helping. And
Yeah.
that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah,
all the high
we've
school teams.
had great success with our elementary league, and that's
Yeah.
pouring into our middle school too.
They should be freshmen now, right?
Yeah,
That
so
first
that
bunch.
group I had.
Yeah.
Now I started with, I think we probably had like 8 girls that year
Yeah.
that were 5th graders, and now I only have 1.
She was the first ever champion of
Yes.
the girls' league.
Yes, we've won it. I think 4 out of the 5 years
Yeah.
so far.
I think so.
But it's key for us to make sure that we have the right people in place in that elementary
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
Once I stepped away, I wanted to make sure that was the right
You're
person.
about to start reaping the benefits now.
When
And
you
then our
say the
middle
right
school,
people,
too.
you're right coaches.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we're looking, when you look at our elementary league and our middle school coach, I couldn't have asked for Kim Shibiyama. She played at Kansas State. And then I got Mike Edmondson at my middle school.
All
I mean, not many people can have that opportunity to pull somebody that
Right.
has that much.
A big fan of the Commodores as well.
He
Mr.
is.
Evans.
He absolutely
Commodore
is.
guy.
Yeah.
Not just him.
The whole family.
family.
The whole
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
crew. Yeah.
With this, what you're describing to me, where we got to press some, run some 1-3-1 traps, create some turnovers, do stuff like that.
Yeah, I got to talk to Lynn Berkey was my high school coach, and we had a defensive scheme that we put in high school, and I've been waiting. I've had this paper in my file for 4 years. I've been waiting for the right group to put this specific defensive scheme in, and I finally was able to do that this week, and it just, I mean, I have the right group for it. I have the right group to cause chaos, and so it'll be interesting to see what we look like.
Yeah.
Bringing up Coach Berkey, who was your high school? I mean, who was your mentors that taught you the game coming up, and then who do you have helping you?
So when I go all the way back, I mean, obviously I was involved with the Shelbyville sports shop for AAU. So I was able to learn a lot from Coach Enzel and then Tom Enzel too. I played for them all through my high school career. And then Coach Lynn Berkey, he and I thought very much the same. He described me most of the time as the floor general, and our brains like linked, and I feel like that's the main reason why I was successful at Shelbyville as a point guard, because of my ability to link with him. And then I would also credit Misty Thompson. She was also my first grade teacher, but then she was my basketball coach at Shelbyville as well. Just a great positive person to have in your life to just show you, when Coach Berkey would grill me at times, she was always there to pick me up and make sure I understood what he was talking about. So those three, I would definitely credit a lot to. And then on my staff, I have Kevin Woodson. He coached at Riverdale for a long time. And he just brings a wealth of knowledge as far as his experience from the game. So he's able to see things a lot faster in games than I am. And then I have Kaylee Adams, Melson now. She was Kaylee Adams. She played at Shelbyville and then played softball at Trevecca. And she brings the defensive intensity for me. So she's able to see a lot of the defensive changes that we need to make. And she works with our JV. And so she's able to, once I get them into the varsity setting, she's able to say, hey, this was their strong point. And so let's highlight that for them. So
looking forward to it. When's the first game? What's the date on it?
November 18th.
Okay, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, we go to Franklin County on Tuesday.
When's the first home game?
November 21st against Eagleville.
Okay.
So that's Friday.
And they're usually a pretty good ball team.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what they look like. They graduated a bunch, but they do a great job over there of their middle school program blending in with their high school. I know that my daughter plays AAU for Coach Bolden, who's the middle school coach over there. And then I have a great relationship with the high school coach, and they just work so well together to make sure that their program's building.
Well, Coach, we know you got to run. Thanks for coming on with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And
I like to watch.
Always, you've got my number.
Yeah, I like to send you messages.
Let's get my kids in. Let's get your kids in so we can get them on.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take a break here from our sponsor, First Bank and
Kincaid
Service
Company.
We'll be right back.
All right. Thanks.
At Kincaid Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid has everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
Welcome back into Bedford County Sports Live. I'm Bill Anderson, the boss, back in the room. David Thomas.
Yes, got David back. Got him back from behind the camera.
I'm here.
Glad to have
Boy,
you
his
back,
natural spot. We all feel it.
Yeah.
Kenny Parker.
That's it.
Let's
All right,
talk
we
about
have-
some high school
Let's
ball.
do it. How about Forrest going to Gatlinburg last night? The game, as of 5 o'clock this morning when I watched it. It was still up on YouTube, and you could watch it. Now, they hadn't took it down yet,
Uh-huh.
but it appeared it was doing a different way this time. There was some TC Sports involved, so maybe TSSAA got their money.
I hope so.
I hope so,
Well,
too.
you know, they're about to go
Yeah.
broke.
But Forrest was really Gallenberg Pittman
Pretty
had
good.
more horses.
Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty
And
good. Gallenberg region up there is pretty strong. All their schools.
the coach really did a nice job in this game. He didn't have the athletes. He did have the player on the field.
Yeah.
They schemed well on him, but the kid did not have 300 yards this time. But he did break 3,000 total yards
For the year.
For the year.
Wow.
which is amazing.
Mhm.
He still had well over 100 yards, but they're up 14-7 with 1:24 to go in the first half.
Forrest is?
Yes.
Cool.
And Pittman hits like an 80-yard pass on them. And I didn't think they had a timeout left and the clock's running. And somehow a timeout showed up for them, which allowed them to run a play and score a touchdown to tie the game. Second half kind of got away from them a little bit, but it's 21-14. Forrest is moving the ball. And to be honest with you, they got the first down twice, and both times they said he was short. And the one time on fourth down, he got it by a yard. Then they get behind the sticks, things go awry. But Palmer did a really good job keeping them in the game. I was impressed with the way he was moving Quincy around and getting the ball in different ways.
Yeah.
And the little quarterback played well last night from the sophomore. Threw it well. So that was interesting. Knoxville Hall, Lawrence County. Lawrence County gets pummeled, 42-14. Saw that coming. Maryville, 47, Riverdale, 18.
I tell you what, Maryville's
They're a
got
machine, man.
Maryville's a machine,
Yeah.
but they're not the old machine, but they're still a machine. They had Riverdale. This week I got Blackman, and if they win that one, then they'll have very well have Oakland.
I'm just surprised at how much they won the game by. Not that they won the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it was 2 scores.
No.
47-18.
Always
It's a blowout.
Yeah, it was. That
It was
It
a
usually
boat
always
race.
comes
Yeah.
down to
Yeah.
Oakland and Maryville, and
Right.
That's 3 scores.
Well, congratulations to Lincoln County right down the road. They beat Knoxville Powell 39-37 on the road. Big win for them.
Mhm.
Knoxville Central 38, Columbia 28. Columbia season's over. Oakland 35, Bradley County 10, Ravenwood 38, Houston 7. Congratulations to Marshall County. They've got their stuff
They
rolling.
got it going.
They beat Dyer County 41-14.
Yep.
Giles County beat McMinn Central 41-6. So Giles has got it rolling here in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Here's the one that surprised me, guys. Collierville 39, Antioch 28. I'm surprised. I heard Collierville wasn't that good. Now, it is the biggest high school in the state of Tennessee with over 3,300 students.
Yeah.
But it was at Collierville.
I'm a little surprised too. I kind of thought Antioch might go there and win.
Southwind 48, Brentwood 14. Here's a shocker to me. Whitehaven, Memphis 47, Independence 0.
The shutouts. What's the
The
shocker?
shutout's
Yeah.
the shocker. Not that Whitehaven won the game.
Right. The shutout Independence. I agree.
I just didn't see that coming. Sequatchie County, Meigs County, it was 49-19. I'm surprised Meigs won that game as big as they did. So not a lot of blowouts here.
Hey,
Southwind blew out Brentwood.
Yeah, 48-14.
48-14.
do you have the Richland score? Richland won last.
Davis
They-
probably got it.
They won with a freshman quarterback who's pretty good.
Big
Because
South Fulton.
I saw them
That's a
play
good
at
win.
Unionville, and they host this week. I was looking at it, and that's where I probably will be Friday night. They host McKenzie.
Okay, McKenzie's always tough.
McKenzie's always good, and Richland's. I don't think they lost but once or twice, and got a really impressive team.
Guys, just looking at these scores from last week and this week, it appears that Middle Tennessee is our weakest area compared to West Tennessee and East Tennessee.
Well,
going by these scores.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Not in 6A.
No, I wouldn't necessarily
Yeah.
say that.
I'm saying
that-
You
overall.
got Oakland and Ravenwood.
Overall.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
overall, I don't
But
disagree.
here's the thing: we had to go. We had a lot of. When you look at this, and that's one thing I tried to do when I was looking at scores on Coach T. How few away teams won? The home team in this second round this year. We talked about the travel last week
Mhm.
and how far Forrest had to go all the way up to.
Gatlinburg.
Somebody went up. I think Blackman went all the way up to Dobbins Bennett. I think he said they left at like 7:30 that morning or something.
Well, the only
but
road team
how
I'm
much-
seeing here that won is
how
Knoxville
much-
Central at Columbia.
How much travel?
Travel
We
gets you,
talked
and,
about-
and hey, if you're hosting a second round, you're hosting because
But
you're
guys,
good.
it's
You got a
pretty
good
well
team.
split up, though. I mean, your ones are staying at the house until
Ones
they
and
lose.
twos, ones and
Ones and
twos,
twos.
yeah.
All right. So, but you start looking, there's like 6 teams out of all these that are Middle Tennessee teams. I'm talking like all that bunch up there in East Tennessee, around Gatlinburg and Knoxville, they're wearing us out.
They
And
are
you go
this
down
year,
to
yeah.
Memphis and around that area, they're wearing us out. So what's going on?
Teams in Memphis, a lot of them did not, other than Southwind, didn't have very good records.
No,
They really didn't.
they beat up on
Whitehaven
each
was
other.
like
Maybe
4 and 6.
I don't know.
And I'm gonna tell you, last night we talked about, and especially David earlier. I think Pearlcombe went into the playoffs 2-8.
Yes,
They're 4-8 right now. They beat Innsworth last night, so they win. If they win this Friday, they will be 5-8 and playing for a state championship.
I didn't check
I
CPA during the
didn't see
playoffs.
that. That
They're
only
3 and
makes
7. They
sense to
won
me.
last week. CPA, I didn't know. Did you have their score?
That's what I meant. CPA.
CPA, they were
CPA beat
They're
Innsworth.
17-15.
Yeah, CPA beat Innsworth, and they're 4-8 right now after that win.
Okay.
And they play Brentwood Academy this week.
I know, just looking at this, and we've talked about it, but it seems like this 4-team going from each region is a money thing. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
You're going to have, all right. I was thinking out loud, what if you just took the 1s and 2s,
Well, you know,
and then just had the 3s and 4s have bowl games between each region? Just swapping.
we've gone the top 4 for years.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was back at Central.
Yeah, I remember when it was 1 and 2. And
we
that was
went
it.
1 and 2, and then when we went up to 4, there toward the end.
It seems
The
like
only way it
we-
could work is if all the regions or districts, whatever you want to call them, had 6 to 8 teams in them versus
Right.
these ones with 4 teams in them.
But like David just said, once the state went to 4, then your bowl games went away because you don't have the team.
Well, I can remember when it was
1 and 2.
AAA was it.
Mhm.
Okay, it was 3 classifications when I was in high school.
Correct.
And they did 1 and 2 back then.
Yeah.
And the playoffs meant something.
And the bowl game meant something.
Oh, yeah, you
Yes,
got to go to that Lions
absolutely.
Bowl. That
That
was a big
Lions
deal.
Bowl was like it's
The
like our
Tullahoma-
playoffs
The
now.
Tullahoma Lions
Yes.
Bowl
It was a
was
big
big.
deal.
Yes.
And then I remember getting in and going up to the one at Vanderbilt. They had the big bowl game there at Vanderbilt. I think it was called the Clinic Bowl.
Yeah,
at
it
that time.
was, but it
the
was
Clinic-
before it was the
before
state
it was the
championship.
state
Yeah.
championship. It was the Clinic Bowl.
If you look at the way those bowls were put together, just about every small community across Tennessee had one, and it got your civic clubs involved,
Mhm.
like Tullahoma Lions.
I agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get the community more involved in high school football that way.
And
And to
the
me,
one-
it would make sense to do more.
But they don't
bowls.
make as much money.
Well, that's all. Yeah,
the state don't.
No. They,
But and then like Unionville
Lions Club
played
might
in the
make
one.
money.
they
You
might.
can't have that.
No.
There was the one that went up in Warren County. Was it the Nursery Bowl? I mean, but yeah, I agree with you, David. I
Well,
miss.
I'm
miss
still
the bowl
off on
game.
the fact that a school that wants to produce their own YouTube of their kids has to pay TWS. The school doing it now, not the
Right.
radio station. The school has to pay them $750 a game to do it.
Yeah, they
That's
got to go
wrong.
out and get sponsors just to break even, and then do
Right.
it for free. Yeah, that's fine. But
What's our matchups this week? Did you get into that?
I didn't
who's-
look at
I
that.
didn't look that far.
I do want to
See
bring
who's-
up this, and we were talking about this off camera. Community has a new logo because they were in fear because of the Viking emblem that they were using, and they've created a new one. It's on their Facebook page. It's sharp looking, but they've changed out of fear. And we were talking about this
Right.
how Moore County got forced to change their logo.
Years ago, they had
Yeah.
to do a little something because of the North Carolina NC and the Moore County MC were.
Coach DeMunger a minute ago said the Cincinnati Bearcats did it to who? She's telling us off
Cheatham
air.
County?
Cheatham County. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
and there's several. What in the world is wrong with these colleges?
I don't know.
I would be flattered that
Well,
a high school
right,
team,
like No.
and it's publicity for them. Hey, they look like North Carolina. They're
Yeah.
talking about it.
like I said, I think we talked about this. You can use the logo, but you got to change it. You can't use it just like they use because they have a copyright on it.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing
But
about that law.
it's like-
The federal government is not going to come after them. It's up to the person, to the entity that owns it. And you look like Minnesota Vikings, they're going to
Right.
go sue high school football teams. No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That don't even make any sense.
yeah. I don't know if I made mention on the air, but had some relatives, or they're not my relatives, my brother's relatives, that run a store there in Marshall and Coffee County, and they wanted to go Coffee County. The Raiders wanted to use the Tampa Bay logo,
Mhm.
the flag, and they contacted Tampa Bay and they said, "Sure,
Yeah.
but you got to fly it backwards. you can't fly it the same way
Right.
we fly it because it's got to change.
Gallatin. He's wearing Gallatin.
I know.
uniform.
Gallatin.
No. This right here. Wait a second. I go back to
Okay,
the
all
history of
right,
this.
all right.
Vince Lombardi's
Uh,
trainer invented this.
okay,
So this was actually invented in Green Bay.
right.
Georgia called Green Bay to be able to
Right.
use it. Grambling called Green
Yeah,
Bay to
yeah.
be able to. But this G, if you were go back to where it originated in Green Bay.
Of course, that's my
Oh, yeah.
point. Other
But
teams
that
are
was back
using that.
before they had copyrights.
Well, yeah, but the copyright law says first one out gets rights to it after a
If they
certain
buy
period of
into
time.
them,
No,
right,
you don't
yeah.
even have to. It's
Oh.
automatic.
Oh.
But the thing is, Green Bay is not pressing the issue on that.
No,
They're smart.
Gordonsville
Right.
uses it. I got
Yeah.
some Gordonsville stuff at home. They use
Yeah.
it.
But
I'd
for
be
high
honored.
school,
I'd be honored.
Yeah, exactly.
Gallatin,
Yeah.
Gallatin uses it just like this.
Exactly like that.
And remember the U
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
Unionville had?
Yeah.
That's Miami Hurricane U.
Yeah.
Okay. That nothing happened to them. But for
That's
high
different.
school
It's different
team,
colors.
yeah, okay. Different teams.
I did not realize they had to do that. Wow.
But if a high school team comes up and uses that, they shouldn't be in fear
Right.
of being sued.
I don't
That's
disagree.
crazy.
So
Right.
when Coach Thaxton tried to, and did do it at Waverly, put the Wolverine on the hat for a tiger, that's a copyright violation, isn't it?
Oh, but who's that copyright from? Because
It's actually not a
Delaware
copyright.
uses it, Princeton uses
Right.
it, Michigan uses it. Just the name.
It's
three that I
actually
know.
not a copyright. It's a trademark. It's what it
Okay.
is. And the trademark, once they use it first and have it on paper and stuff, it's pretty much
And
theirs to own.
if you'll notice, you'll start to see. I start to see a little bitty, little stuff on the
Little R
little where the universities are starting to do some
registered. It's registered.
There's not enough money for them. They got to have their more money, more money, more
Yeah.
money, more money.
Of this.
Hey, let's do trivia questions one more
All right,
time, real
let's do
quick.
that.
Somebody get them. When is the last time a team shut out another team 2 times? The Titans have a chance to make it happen this Sunday if they get shut out by the Texans. Who are the 2 teams? When did it last happen in the NFL?
We don't have any answers to that.
I'm
yet.
gonna go
This
back.
question was on 104.5 yesterday, so anybody listens to 104.5 ought to be able to answer this.
I go back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back when they came in. I said they might be pretty close to being the one that got shut out
Yeah.
because they weren't very good then. I don't know who they might have played.
We're pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. In 1981, Willie Gault had the most kickoff returns in the University of Tennessee history. It was against Southern California. How many kickoffs did he have in that game?
Is
How many
that
kick
returns for
How
a
many
touchdown
kickoff-
or
Just
just
return.
total
returns?
returns.
Return.
So that means
And then
Southern
this-
Cal scored a whole lot of points.
It does.
So this is in one game.
One game against Southern California in 1981.
Wow.
Did
All
they
right.
win or
No
lose?
guesses. No guesses.
I mean, they lost clearly.
Was this return for touchdown?
Just
Just
return.
total
returns.
returns.
Wow, that's a
If Coach Davis was able to listen today, he'd
He's
know this
listening.
one.
He's out there.
I'll
Robbie knows this one.
say 8 returns.
Nope.
That's just a wild guess. I don't know.
We want to take a break and come back
Yeah.
and
Yeah, let's take
Let's
a break.
take a
Talk
break.
talk a little
high-
college.
college ball.
All
Talk
right.
some college ball.
Let's take a break. Listen to these commercials of these important sponsors. First Bank here in town, and
Kincaid.
Service.
Company.
where Service is their middle name. We'll be right back.
At Kincaid Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid has everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
All right, here we are. We're back in here to talk a little college sports. Bill,
Give it
do
him a
you
trivia
have the
question.
S. Todd
Good games
Bobo
today.
line today?
I have my S. Todd Bobo pen.
I have
Rule
mine too, and he's
31.
in talking to me.
You know what's and like Kenny says, it's got spell check. It
You know
does
what'd
not
be
make
nice
mistakes.
if his next set had the one. You remember how you had the 3 different color inks?
Yes,
Yeah.
That might be something.
that might be the next thing.
That might be.
because
And
this.
we'll get you one.
Think
It'll
about
be,
that.
Be black, gold, and blue.
That would be Bill's. for
We've
sure,
got 2
that.
answers over here.
Good.
All right.
On the Willie Galt question, Dave Overcast says, I'm saying 7.
David
Okay.
Overcast, you are correct, sir.
All
It's
right,
7.
so
That's the
I'm
right
close.
number.
I'm
Good job,
Roger
David.
D said 9. All right, then we've got the answer to the other trivia question. The 2 shutouts was the Colts.
Colts and who?
Oh, there's 2 of them.
No, it's who did they
Colt,
shut out?
Who did
This
they
is
shut
not the
out, or who
Colts.
did they play?
Okay,
It's the
I'm
same
saying,
team.
He's saying they got shut out by the Colts.
It's not the Colts.
All right, let's see. We've got
It was in 2002, and it was on. Actually, this trivia question was on 104.5 yesterday. 2002 was the year, and of course, as you know, if you played each other twice, it's got to be 2 same
Right.
division teams.
Now we got Robbie Davis throwing out trivia questions.
All
Good.
right.
I
what's
guess
Davis?
he's trying to get on us here. All right, here we go. What former Tennessee Vol football player has the most NFL rings as a player?
Does that mean he
Reggie
earned them,
White.
or he just went out and got them from somewhere?
He earned them. Reggie White. I'm saying.
Peyton Manning,
Well, he ain't got but one, man.
2.
Oh, that's right, he does. But what about
Reggie's only got the one.
It's going to be one
Some
of these
obscure,
guys that gets
yeah.
traded
Yeah.
around here and
Yeah.
there, and I don't know. I don't.
Reggie
Well-
White only won one. It was with the
Oh, is that
Packers.
right?
Let's think about a Patriot, New England Patriot that was a Vol, because they won a bunch of Super Bowls.
Mayo.
If somebody stuck out,
Mayo?
Could have been.
I'm
Man,
saying
that
it
a really
was.
good
I'm
guess.
saying it was a New England
It's
player.
going to be somebody like the guy that Green Bay just signed this year that played at this place. He played at that place. He played at that place. He's coming in. He's got
Yeah.
3 Super Bowl rings, and
Mayo's a good guess, though.
What
And
about
I
Billy
think Mayo.
Bates?
Could be Bill. Could be Bill Bates.
Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
Could be.
Dallas Cowboys 3, Bill Bates.
Yeah,
there you go.
There
All
you go.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
All
So
right,
let's,
this is the
the
2025 writing instrument of the year. Yes, Todd Bobo line.
especially in Bedford County.
Yes, sir.
the writing.
S. Todd Bobo line. How about Notre Dame and Pittsburgh? I'm just excited for this one because I think Pittsburgh.
And
Upset
what,
alert.
and what
Upset
time
alert.
is that? What time is
I
that?
think it's early, but it's at the line's 12.5, and Pittsburgh's pretty good.
That was my underdog.
they're
One of my
playing
underdog
that-
picks.
It's at Pittsburgh,
Yeah, but aren't they using a freshman quarterback or
but he's.
something?
I heard, yeah, the quarterback's out, but
Yeah.
I heard this freshman quarterback isn't bad.
Okay.
Notre
think
Dame
they'll
will
cover the
probably
line.
Notre Dame probably win.
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably will.
South Carolina, Texas A&M. S. Todd Bobo line 19.5. A&M. That's too many points.
Where's
I'm
it
gonna take
at?
South Carolina. It's at A&M, but I'll still take South Carolina 19.5. Arkansas at LSU. LSU's favored by 5.5.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be a closer game than
Yeah.
I think.
I think
everybody
so
thinks.
too. I kind of like Arkansas on the points right there. Run that football
Yeah.
on football field, the real football.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, how about this one, guys? Undefeated Tennessee Tech, right up the road, travels to Lexington, Kentucky, to play the Wildcats. The line's 21 now. Is there a chance Tech hangs for them a little while?
21? Well, yeah,
I think there's a chance Tech maybe until the second half or something.
until the
Yeah.
kickoff.
I mean, they might hang with them for a half, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you just never can
Never
tell.
can.
You
tell.
never know.
100 miles of hate, right up the road. Western Kentucky, favored by 13.5 over the Fighting Blue Raiders.
Oh, it's
Line couldn't be high enough, guys.
I know.
It's
It
going to
could
be
be.
brutal.
I know it.
That's
It's
right.
going to be a beat down.
Won't be much of a fight to that.
All right, Oklahoma goes to Alabama, and the line's 6.
Yeah,
And
this is
somebody
a-
brought this up. Is Alabama play at home every week? Every week we come on here, whatever it is, it seems like Alabama's at home. Does it
Look, I'm
not?
gonna be watching close next year to see.
Right, because it just seems like Bama's at home every week.
Every week.
Well,
Yeah.
every one of the SEC schools that has at least 7 home games every year.
Well, but you're supposed to be 4-4, whatever it is. It just seems like Bama's at home every week.
All their good games have been at home this year. I will say.
I mean,
that.
doesn't it,
Well,
doesn't it
that
seem
means
that
they
way?
were all the way last year.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
All right,
We're gonna look
All right,
next
New
year.
Mexico State at Tennessee. The line's 40.5.
Is Tennessee at home every week?
No, we went to Alabama.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We got on the road.
They got
and
no
gone so
choice
high.
since they played.
Are
Are
on
they
there every
wearing
year.
black?
I hope not.
Hey, go back to that Oklahoma Alabama game.
Yeah.
That's a good game. That's
It is
gonna be a
a
good
good
Could
game.
be a good game.
Could be a good
Is
game.
that the two-
Oklahoma's got the defense to slow Alabama
That's a
down.
2:30 game.
Right.
Right.
New Mexico and Tennessee, like I said, 40.5. I'm going to be honest with you. With Tennessee, the way they're playing defense, they can't cover 40.5 against anybody.
No, it's a screen
Who,
door
who,
out
who
there.
came from New Mexico?
Pavia, Jason Bowett's favorite player.
If I'm Tennessee, I don't play anyone in the second half on defense that might get a targeting call. You got to have everybody there for next week against Florida.
And honestly, to me,
If you get thrown out in the second half of this game,
Are we
you
worried
can't play
about
next
targeting?
week.
Everybody got one hanging on.
Yeah.
Florida goes to Ole Miss. The line's 15.5 at Ole Miss. To me, though, for this to be a successful season, Tennessee really needs to go to the Swamp and win.
Oh,
They
This
do.
is not a very
Yes, they
good Florida
got to.
football team.
I agree. This is the year to beat them down
This
there.
is the
for
year
sure.
to finally get over the
Hey, and
hump.
he's got how many losses? 3.
3.
He don't need a 4th one.
No, and then you got to
And
play
you got
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt last.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt definitely has a better team than Florida, but you do get them at home.
Right.
You got to win
The
one
way
of those
we're
two
playing
for sure,
def-
though.
the
You
way
really-
we're playing defense, what
They
worries
run
me in the
both of them.
Vanderbilt game, if that game's close,
It ain't Vanderbilt time yet, so
but it worries
we
me.
got a month for them.
Hopefully the defense gets better. It'll have to get better just to go to Florida and get the win.
So are you saying Ole Miss is going to blow out Florida? I think
No,
it's close.
for some reason, I think it's going to be
I
close.
think it's
Florida's
gonna be
going to
a
fight, and
touchdown.
I would take Florida.
Florida-
Hey,
to
I'll tell you right now, Florida's lost a few games. Yes.
Yes.
Still got a bunch
They're-
of players.
They got some
talented.
athletes.
They're
Yes, they
talented.
are.
But when you
They
watch
are
Kentucky
talented.
take the wood to them last week,
Yeah.
they pounded them. I didn't
For
see
some
that
reason,
coming.
Kentucky always plays Florida
Florida
well.
tough.
How do
They
they
do,
do
don't
that?
I don't know.
All right, Texas goes to Georgia. The
Boys.
line's 6.
That'll be a great
Is this
game.
the night game, right?
This is your
the
night game.
This will be a great game.
You think it's going to be close?
I do.
I do too.
I can't wait to
I
see
do
what's
too.
great.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. To me, Georgia by our referees has been.
I was gonna
handed
say I
two
can't
wins.
wait to see. I make you see what great call they get. tonight.
That'll be a great game.
The Auburn game was egregious. The
Kirby will
officiating
sit
that
over
game
and
was awful.
whine and moan till he gets a good call again.
Well, I wasn't calling timeout. I was clapping.
Yeah.
It'll be
Every
clapping.
timeout, I was clapping. I mean, and I think there's some folks that it looks like, as Bobo would say, it doesn't look good. The appearance is not so
It doesn't
high.
look good at all.
That the SEC office wants Georgia to win ball games, and they have certainly helped them in 2 of them with multiple calls.
Is that an official?
I don't know
statement?
that it's something that's come out of the office. I just think it'll come back.
What
It'll
bothers
come
me
back.
is they've gone to the replay booth on these things and overturned what was even on the field. That's where I've got a problem with it. So the call on the field is no longer there.
That last
The-
drive before half in that
That
game,
Auburn game was one of the worst calls I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
every
that was bad.
play on
That
that
was bad.
drive where Georgia
Yeah.
scored before halftime was stopped,
But-
and they just waited and waited and waited. Every call.
Yeah.
But to me, that this is just me. What happened to Auburn in the Georgia game goes back to rewind a few years. What happened to Georgia in the Auburn game years ago, and it all has a way of
Texas is a weird team.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are. It is
sometimes they
weird.
look really, really good,
I
don't
agree.
they? And then other times they
I
look.
don't think this Georgia team's near as good as their
I
record.
don't either.
indicates.
No, I'm not going to go there either. I'm not.
But
I'm
is
gonna disagree
Texas
with
really? I mean, is Manning going to have a good game or one of
No,
those?
which
that-
Manning are we going to see?
Exactly.
You let him run the football.
He's getting better, so I don't.
If they let him
I
run, they
think
got
he's
a
got to
chance.
run.
And
He's
they're
got
good.
if he has to stand back there and pass, they're in trouble.
And you look at it this way: Shark's just now learning what Manning can do. He's never had to play.
That's
so-
it's exactly the same thing he did.
Well,
in
he
high
saw
school.
what he could do last
He
year. We
didn't
quit
throw
doing
it
it.
that well in high school.
We played him some last year,
Yeah.
saw what he does well, so we
Yeah.
do the opposite this year.
Right.
Yeah.
All
When they brought him in, it was so he could run.
Mississippi
Yeah.
State, Missouri, the line's 7 at Missouri. Has Missouri got their quarterback back, or are they playing that other guy?
I think Missouri will win that game.
They need their quarterback back.
What
in
happened to
my
the
mind.
games last night?
Clemson beat Louisville 20-19, and Louisville missed an extra point,
Yeah,
and they
did.
missed 2 field goals at the end of the game.
Wow.
Now, one of them was a 50-yarder, but one of them was just they brought in
And
another
then,
kicker, and he shanked it.
I'm sure Oregon whitewashed Minnesota.
It was bad,
Yeah,
42-13.
All right. So, what do y'all think about Dabo at this point? We talked about him last week.
I'd
We're
give
going
him
to bring him
another
up. Is he on the
I
hot
would give him
seat?
another year, but I think
I'd
he's on
give
the
him
hot
another
seat.
year. I think he's definitely. I mean, you don't have the success. And here's the bad thing about it. He wouldn't be on the hot seat if he hadn't won so much. But he's got them to where
Expectations are too high.
Yeah,
That
he's got him
tirade,
to-
tirade he made. Usually, when a coach makes a
Yeah.
tirade like that, they're fired.
I agree.
So that
You
tells
can't
me
get
that
to fighting the
He-
media.
He's put that all that on himself for being so successful and winning. You know, people forget about how you win 2 national championships. They just want the third one. They forget about the first 2.
Yeah.
Just give me another. You don't give me another one, you're not good enough.
Well, let's take a break and come back and talk some NFL. There's a couple things that we want to bring up NFL wise. That are just some talk in the media. not about game specifically.
We're trying
but
to
I
come
wanna
up with
say-
stuff to talk about with the
Hey,
Titans, aren't
but
we?
Well, the
This
Titans
is the
gave a
best
rumor
schedule wise.
floating,
This
so-
is the best game week
Hey.
of the year.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
we go there, David, let me shout out to. I got to bring this up. When I went up to Green Bay, I took in a high school football game, West Superior and Bay Point.
Mhm.
Bay Point's playing in the state championship game in the highest division. West Superior is playing in the state championship. Division I is their highest. Division II is their next highest. I've seen 2 high school games in Green Bay. Notre Dame Academy, West Superior against Bay Point. West Superior's in the state championship. Bay Point's in the state championship, and they're playing against Notre Dame. So I've seen 3 games up there.
Hey, that's something you're not going to hear around anywhere else. We got a Wisconsin high school football report from Kenny Parker. Thank you for that.
3 state championships.
That's
Ratings going through the roof.
I may go back up there.
Everybody wanted to
I
know.
may not be here Saturday. I may be in Wisconsin. watching
they
the
have
high
some
school
good.
state
They have
championship.
some good ball up there, don't they?
I tell you, it's go. Let's go to break. I'll tell you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid has everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
All righty, welcome back to Bedford County Sports Talk Live here on Shovel Now platform. We're going to talk a little NFL as we wind things down. Bill, I know you got some games to look at here,
About the
but
trivia
what about
question.
the trivia question? Yeah.
What was the team that shut out the same team twice in the same season that the Titans are at risk of having happen to them when they played the Texans?
Let's go. What about Colts and Jags?
I'm going to say
2002.
I'm going to say the Patriots and the Panthers.
The Panthers is one of the teams that got shut out. But of course, it couldn't be the Patriots because they're not in the same
Right.
So
division.
it'd be the
So it's somebody in the same division with the Panthers.
It'll either be the Dolphins or the Bills. Probably the Bills.
Again, you got to be in the same
Same
division.
division.
Tampa Bay.
Atlanta?
That's who it is.
Atlanta?
It was the Atlanta Falcons shutting out the Panthers in 2002 is the last time it happened. It may well happen this
That's a
Sunday.
hard
And
one. That's a hard
That's one of those
That's a hard
ones
one.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're in Memphis or Knoxville or Chattanooga, the Titans aren't going to be on TV, as we said before.
That's might
Yeah.
be a
That's
good
bad.
thing. It might be a good thing.
But you know, guys, this
I
to
mean,
me,
does that mean we need to change our
Yeah, I
area
know.
code so they won't be on ours either?
the schedule here is great this week.
It is
There's
a good-
some great
it's a good-
games this
good
week
week.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
Starting in London, your favorite game of the week.
Love the
Is this
8 in the
is
morning,
For
this is
real, or
fantastic.
is this
No,
a
there
deal?
are some good games. Command
Okay.
Skins Dolphins, just he likes the London game, got to mention it.
Ugh.
But during the Titans game, if you're bored, flip over to Channel 5 and check out the Buccaneers at the Bills. I think that could
That's
be
a
a
good game.
good football game.
Only if they're in their old throwback uniform.
Do you remember last week I talked about how the Bills were the team to beat, and you said, yeah, but they could mess up tomorrow
And lose the Dolphins.
and lose to the Dolphins.
And they did.
And they did.
Now, that's just
I'm telling
crazy.
you what, the NFL is just
It is.
so,
It's just so
week
close.
to week.
It is so close.
All right, Bengals Steelers is interesting because the Bengals beat them last time. I think the Steelers have gotten better. That's a rivalry game. Bears Vikings is a good ball
I
game.
think that's
The
a good
Bears are 6-3. Panthers, Falcons, Jags, Chargers, Seahawks, and Rams. There's your good ball game. Seahawks at the Rams.
Mhm.
Both of them are
Mhm.
7-2, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The 49ers and the Cardinals could be interesting. But this in the afternoon, our afternoon game is the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes at the Denver Broncos. That's good football.
Hey, and the Chiefs
is.
have a losing record and favored.
Yes.
They're 4-5, and Broncos are like 7-2, and Kansas City's favored at Denver.
They got Rice
I'm
back
telling
now,
you
though.
guys,
It's different now.
Bo Nix is
Yeah.
taking a step back.
Yeah.
He really has.
Yeah.
And that defense that everybody wants to brag on. I watched the New York Giants and Jackson Dart. Well, 31-10 on them. I don't think they're as good as advertised.
You didn't even bring up who my team's playing.
Oh, I'm getting there.
That's because you're upset
I'm getting there.
because he's not playing.
They're not playing.
And he won't show his mother.
But when you want, dart. There it is. Packers, Giants. The Giants are getting 7. No Jackson Dart in this game.
It's 6.5 now.
Famous Jameis Winston is the quarterback for the Giants going against your Packers.
I was watching Good Morning Football yesterday, and their trivia, their whiteboard thing was how many touchdowns compared to interceptions will Winston throw, because he's usually
I say 2 and 2.
5
I say 2 and 2.
interceptions, or
It's one way or the other. He's either really good in video numbers or he's terrible.
Right.
or it don't matter if it's 4 and 3 or 3 and 4. He just, hey, let's throw it again.
He's fun.
And the
He's a fun
Giants
guy.
have so many injuries. Slayton's
It's
out.
unbelievable, man.
Neighbors is gone. Scatterbo's out.
Yeah.
You know,
Dart's mom's not on television, so I can't watch it.
here's something.
Ratings go down.
That's right. His
Just-
mom on there.
Just looking at that, watching Giants, all 4 of their defensive linemen are all first-round draft choices.
Here's your good game, guys. The Detroit Lions going to the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night football.
That'll be
Great
really
Sunday
good.
night.
That's a great Sunday night game.
I tell you.
Now, speaking of the Eagles, A.J. Brown is very upset.
Yeah.
He's running that mouth. I'm not getting the ball enough. 2 catches, 14 yards the other night, but they win the ball game.
And it's me and not we.
Exactly.
The
That's right.
week before that, they had won big, and he was upset that DeMonta Smith had more targets than he had.
Is he? Who's really counting?
He
Obviously,
is.
he
He
is.
is.
And then he
Hey,
laid
but
out the
here-
next week.
Here's the thing that, and I heard this on the TV show the other day. You know, he's doing this year. This time last year, he's reading a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you.
It's when he
Jason,
goes-
you read the quote about fantasy football, didn't you? Tell everybody what he said. Did you see that?
What did he say?
He's on-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He
He's
said,
on
get rid of
fantasy.
me or whatever.
He said,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
got me
yeah,
on
yeah.
fantasy
Yeah,
football,
get rid
drop
of
me.
me.
Drop me.
Drop me.
Because our
Yeah.
offense blank.
Yeah. All right. So here you go. You
Yeah,
got
he's creating trouble now.
did we do the right thing when we traded him off,
Sure.
and we just didn't get the right player
I
back?
No, we just didn't draft well. The trade was fine.
I think inside the Titans back in, we didn't see this. The public didn't see this part of it, but they saw it in the locker room, what he
Well,
was like in the
There was
locker room.
flashes every once in
Yeah.
a while.
And they wanted
But
to.
my
But he
understanding
was
was-
good the first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
My
ago.
understanding was this.
He was.
When I
he
did
was
have
the
a
man.
good
Yeah, he
insider.
was good.
The problem with A.J. Brown was the chronic knee issue that the doctors were worried about, that he wouldn't have played as long as he played. And I think that's why initially that and the attitude of why he was traded.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel was still the coach here. How long do you think it would last with him?
Oh,
His attitude.
Oh,
Not
he
long.
wouldn't. You know, and that's,
Speaking of Rabel, man, it's amazing what he's doing.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Patriots, isn't
You
it?
know,
man, they're a team. They're a team.
Yeah.
one of the things we came up with this stuff last year, and I got to thinking, if you was a football player, what would be the top 5 coaches in the NFL right now that you would want to play for?
Ray will be
Andy
top of
Reid.
the list,
Andy Reid.
and Andy Reid too.
Vrabel, Andy
Vrabel,
Reid,
Andy Reid.
Shanahan. What Shanahan's been able to keep the 49ers together with all
How
those
he's
injuries.
done it with all these injuries.
I
don't
like
know.
Dan Campbell.
I like Dan Campbell.
Coach for the Lions. I mean, you got
He
to
took
look
the
at.
play calling over. Look what it did. He was tired of watching Montgomery get the ball.
just, those
Yeah.
are
You got to
those-
give it to Gibbs.
Gibbs,
and
Gibbs is the
when
man. I'm
when
telling
you're
you.
talking about
But
these
they're both
people,
good.
what are they always? Successful.
Oh, yeah.
McVay, I would put.
But I do think part of the
Yeah,
problem with the
McVay's in that
Eagles,
list,
I
yeah.
think part of the problem is I'm not a fan of their head coach. I don't care if he won a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Well, guys, we
All
got to
right.
wind
Gotta
down here,
run.
and I just want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank our sponsors, First Bank, and
Kincaid.
Service.
Company.
for continuing supporting.
Did you say next week we've got the Eaglet?
She's supposed to come. I need to circle back around with her this week, but she's supposed to be on next week.
Good deal.
All right.
Good.
Well, we
All right. And
enjoyed having
basketball.
our young lady in this morning.
Yes, she
from
was
Yeah,
outstanding. She
yeah.
was good.
And
Coach
we'll have
Lumber.
we should have some basketball to talk about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Everybody
Yeah.
Talk
ought
some
to be
scores
playing,
next
so
week.
Get out and
Yep.
support your local teams, and we'll see you guys.